the other day that I'm expected to live at least 82 years old. Of course, if I don't get hit by an Arab or fall into the Arno before. Italy has more centenaries than most other countries in the world. There are so many old people. Look around. But where are all the babies? Salve a tutti. È un piacere ed un onore essere qui oggi a rappresentare la mia scuola in questo giorno importante. Io inizierei dicendo, what's going to change in Tuscany in the next 4 decades? And how can we improve life as we know it? The number is 7 million. Stars? Heroes? Mosquitoes? Well, depending on what you're talking about makes all the difference. I'm talking about human beings. That number represents, according to Instat, the National Statistic Agency, the decrease in population in Italy over the next 40 years. Currently, an estimated 60.7 million inhabit our beautiful peninsula. And the statisticians expect that number to drop to 58 million over the next 30 years and to 53.7 million by 2065. Don't worry, you're already here, you're safe. Of course, a lot could happen over the coming decades to affect the country's birth and death rates, such as immigration. But Instat predicts that there is only a 7% chance that the national population will actually increase by 2058. Let's stop talking about all these boring statistics. So, what are the factors behind these expected changes? We all know Italy has an alarmingly low birth rate. And, well, not if you judge by looking at this room. And this year, it hit a record low. Italians aren't having babies, and your parents aren't having babies anymore. Look at me, I'm an only child, I don't have any brothers or sisters. So, even though for the first time in decades an increase in birth rate is predicted, this won't be enough to balance our annual death, leading to the projected population decline. In 2015, Health Minister Beatrice Lorenzin said, "Italy is a dying country." We are very close, she said, to the threshold of no renewal, where the people dying are not replaced by newborns. That means we are a dying country. But let's not panic. In just a few moments, I'm going to provide you with some relief. Relief from grief. Compared to countries like France, little has been done here to stimulate the birth rate in other ways, such as giving women the flexibility to work and providing them with assistance of childcare. A few years ago, the government tried helping Italian families fight against financial distress by giving a small amount of money. They called it the baby bonus. But that had no effect on the birth rate. You know what would encourage couples to have bigger families? Services. And we all know that Florence and Tuscany are economically healthy enough to proceed with this project. Schools could be kept open also after lessons, freeing up a woman's time so that she could work. And there should be continued help and assistance while the children are young. The workplace should provide nurseries through the first 8 months, ensuring bonding with the mother or the father. And schools should include childcare centers from 8 months on. In addition, it should be donated the possibility to employees to do smart working, which consists in working from home using a computer or other electronic devices. And finally, kids, ask for a baby brother or a baby sister. So, summarizing, Italy is getting old. The babies are disappearing and the families are shrinking. But hope lies with us. And no, don't get out and have a baby just yet. But let's all help our amazing country to overcome this huge obstacle. Thank you.